Hey everybody, welcome back to my Pink Room of Doom. As always, I hope you're doing well today. In this video, we're going to be discussing single coil pickups. That's right, gents. No ladies, because ladies aren't here. That's right, fellas. We're talking about single coil pickups. Now, I know what you're thinking straight away. These aren't single coils. Well, technically they are. Without getting into the science of it, mainly because I don't know all of the science of it, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do. These are technically single coil pickups. Do they sound any different than these single coil pickups that we traditionally know about? If you want the short answer, too bad, I want you to watch the rest of my video. But in all seriousness, really quickly before we get any further into the video, I am almost at 500 subscribers, and that is absolutely bonkers. Thank you everybody who has subscribed thus far and that will subscribe in the future. If you're already watching this past my 500 subscriber mark, goal, whatever you want to call it, I kind of stumbled, didn't know what I was going to call it there, then yay, we did it. And it's all thanks to you. So really appreciate it. You guys are the ones that keep motivating me to make these videos because clearly people like to watch them and subscribe and look for more. So just wanted to say thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed, hey, go ahead and help me hit that 500 mark. Here's the deal, all right? So I'm going to be using the bridge and the neck positions for these samples. Okay, I'm gonna give you a clean, I'll give you a dirty of both. The reason I'm only using the neck and the bridge is because when you get to the Strat, it can get a little convoluted with the tones because obviously you have 3 other positions that you can go in. Can't obviously get that with this. The only middle position that you have with this are the 2 pickups together. So I just decided, well, instead of getting, you know, more airtime on the Strat, let's just go ahead and get you kind of what you're gonna be using. You know, the middle positions on either one of these are, realistically, people go with neck or bridge. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these 2 guitars. Would also like to mention, I do have videos on both of these guitars in depth. If you want to go check those out, they are on my channel. So let's go ahead and start with what you would traditionally think of when you think of a single coil pickup, and that is a good old Stratocaster. So this is my Squier vintage modified 70s Strat. It's got 3 single coil pickups in it. These are Duncan design pickups. They sound great, and it is a Strat through and through. With it being a Squier, it's even got the full thickness body, so that's really neat. It's got Strat tones for days, and I really like the way that it sounds. Here's another really good point. If you haven't really noticed from my demos, this channel is mostly like metal-based, rock-based, all that kind of stuff, right? So why on earth would I need single coil pickups? If you don't know what I'm talking about, they tend to buzz a lot. They make a lot of noise. They make a lot of noise without any gain, realistically. That's just 60 cycle hum. That's just the nature of single coil pickups, and there's not really much you can do about it except get away from a lot of electronic. That'll help cut down some of the buzz, but a good gate, can't go wrong with that. So with a Strat, you can expect terms to be heard to describe the sound as jangly, bell-like, crisp, clear, clean, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard to describe it in words. You just kind of have to listen to a Strat to know what that kind of tone is, right? And whatever word you want to pick. Generally speaking, single coils like this in a Strat are not going to be the highest output pickups, meaning they're not really going to be the loudest if you just want to put it into layman's terms. But they do still have a lot of uses, especially in rock and metal, and you can't go wrong with a Strat. Now on the flip side of the single coil debate, you have P90s. Anyone who is a regular viewer of my channel knows that I am absolutely in love with P90s. This is one of my favorite guitars. This is my Epiphone Les Paul 56 Pro in sparkly red, candy apple red. I don't know, I guess that's the color for it, but it shines and it sparkles and it's red. And it's also got these beautiful, beautiful Epiphone P90 Pro pickups dropped in there. So this is a whole different kind of beast, kind of all around. Obviously, immediately looking at it, you notice the shape is different. It's a single cut. This is a Les Paul, so it's not gonna be the double cut like the Strat. Obviously the pickups are different, the controls are different, all that kind of stuff's different, but we're really here for these pickups. Now, as I talked in my last video about the humbucker versus P90 debate, the information here still says the same thing, right? They're harsh, they're kind of nasally, they're way higher output than a single coil in a Strat, and that just has to do with how they're designed. Again, I don't know the science behind it, but they're designed in such a way where they're gonna be a higher output, there's gonna be more punch to it, and they still have that 60 cycle hum, but to me, they're better for gain, right? I think a P90 through gain is just chef's kiss, mwah, it's perfect. It just sounds so, so good. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Now for the big question, which one should you get? Well, the answer obviously is whatever you think sounds the best. Whichever one of those you like the best, I would say go for it. If you like the way the Strat sounded, go get a Strat. If you like the way the P90s sounded, hey, find something with some P90s in it. Doesn't have to be a Les Paul. There's plenty of guitars with P90s in them. But if I had to give you any bit of advice, it's the same thing that I said in the humbucker versus P90 video.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yes, I used that again. Won't be the last time either.